Assalamu alaikum, my dear students of class 6. How are you? Hope all of you are hale and hearty by the blessing of Almighty Allah. Welcome back to our NIEFS home school. This is Muhammad Abul Kalam, assistant teacher of National Ideal English Version School. Dear learners, today I am going to conduct Bangladesh and Global Studies class for the students of class 6. Let's see what will be our today's topic. It is chapter 1, lesson number 1 to 5 discussion. So look at the camera, look here, look at our book. It is Bangladesh and Global Studies book, chapter number 1. Already we have read on our live class, YouTube class or live class. Okay, today this is our first YouTube class, chapter 1, history of Bangladesh, from lesson number 1 to 5th. So in this connections I request you to open your book page number 1. It is history of Bangladesh. Dear learners, as we have read lesson number 1 to 5th on our live class or online class, I am not directly telling you or read the text. Rather, I want to tell you something, the gist or the importance on chapter 1, lesson number 1 to 5th. So 1 to 5th, it is page number 1 to 6, lesson number 1 to 5th. So after reading this, okay, as you have started reading this lesson number 1 to 5th, after reading, your duty is to make 5 MCQs. So look here, first one is, the title is History of Bangladesh. Okay, look, that means page number 1, 2 and 3, these 3 pages are discussed on the history of Bangladesh. Here we have got here the point, that means when was Pakistan and India born, that means after 1947, the history we have got page number 1, 2 and 3. Then the background of our liberation war, then something visionary things of the architect of our nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Okay, look here, here it is written, the beginning of it is written, I am telling you some important lines like Bangladesh was born as independent country in 1971. Two countries, India and Pakistan, were born with the division of Indian subcontinent before. Here it is mentioned that Bangladesh was born in 1971, but it is mentioned here also that two countries were born, like India and Pakistan, in 1947. During that time, East Pakistan, that means Bangladesh, was included in or with West Pakistan. See, here it is written now, okay, this written, the nation has achieved victory in the history, we are known as the Bir Bangalis and a victorious nation. Okay, here this is a summary of the lesson number 1, 2, 3. Now if I tell you about lesson number 1, 2, so look here, I think you can see it is Liberation War of Bangladesh, and here we have got the contribution of father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. And here it is described about the brutal massacre or the brutal killing by the invading Pakistani army. That means here we have got the brutal killings by the invaded Pakistani army, the occupied forces. These 3 pages are described about the history of Bangladesh. That means after, before 1971, these 3 pages. And here it is lesson number 3, 4 and 5th. Here we will get human settlement and the political history of Bangladesh. That means primitive ages. Before 1971, before 1947 also. So look here, human settlement and political history of Bangladesh. Here historical backgrounds like Shoshanko and Pal dynasty or Pala dynasty and Shana dynasty or Shan are given, are described nicely. That means here Shoshanko, he is mentioned the first powerful king of Gupta dynasty, and after Shoshanko it is written Pal dynasty or Pala dynasty. They have, okay, they ruled almost or about 400 years of Pala dynasty. Then after Pala dynasty we will get the Shan dynasty or Shana dynasty. As we have already read on our online class or YouTube class, I am not telling you, rather it is seen that many of you have understood from the primitive ages like Shoshanko, then Pala dynasty, then Sena dynasties. Now dear learners, as we have read on our online class or live class, now I am giving you some text on the basis of chapter 1, lesson number 1 to 5th. Please give your attention. Your task is to make 5 MCQs from page number 1 to 6, like when was Bangladesh born? Look, write the title MCQ. Okay, when was Bangladesh born? Option 1952, B number 1966, C number 1969, and D number it is 1971. Okay, that means from the passage we have understood or we have got the point that Bangladesh was born in 1971. This is the proper answer. That means with the help of number 1, as it is given or I have helped number 1, you will prepare other 4. Your homework is make 5 MCQs from lesson number 1 to 5th. So look, you must write the sentence like me, then options, 4 options. Nobody will give only 1 option. This is 1 MCQ, okay, I have prepared so that you can understand it, how to make or prepare MCQ. Dear learners, before starting or before writing your homework MCQ 1 to 5th, please read the text again and again. And after reading, you will have a clear understanding, and on basis of this, you will prepare the rest 5 MCQs. See you again, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.